I am back and I am here today to give you all an update, a 5-month update on my Sisterlocks. And today I have them up in a bun. Usually I like to kind of show y'all everything while I'm giving the update, just so you guys can see what my hair is looking like right now. But I'm definitely going to have some videos throughout so you all can see what my hair has been looking like. Okay. So my loctician noticed that my locks had started to were starting to unravel from the bottom to the top. So pretty much I have some locks that, and I'll show you guys after, but I have some locks that like the whole lock from the top or from the middle of the lock, from about the bottom of the lock till about here, was pretty much loosened. And so this is not one of them. And so I noticed that maybe 3 months after getting my Sisterlocks, and I honestly just thought that was normal because I was going back to her regularly and she wasn't saying anything. So I thought, oh, maybe that's normal. So I noticed that my locks felt loose also, like the actual texture of the locks. And I had some locks that felt really tight. And I never asked her about that. Why? I don't know. It just wasn't something that crossed my mind to bring up. So she ended up looking at my hair and she was like, have you been putting anything in your hair? And I'm like, no, why? And she's like, because there's a couple of locks back here that look like they're coming out. And so in that moment, I started to feel like maybe it was something I did. And I started to like, oh, maybe it was that time when I braided my hair back, when I went on vacation and I wore that wig, and I'm like, well, she did tell me I could do that, so I don't see how that could have been a problem. And I know that the locks that had slipped out last time were like pretty much in the middle area because those braids had actually come out, like the braids that I had for underneath my wig. So I don't know, but after reflecting and thinking about everything and then remembering some of the conversations that I had with the girl that tightened my hair for my 4-month retightening, her name was Kayla, I started to think and I'm like, I wonder if my locks slipped out because maybe my texture of hair she should have done reverse 4 instead of just the lock pattern of 4. And I say that because when she did my 5-month retightening, I told her, I said, Kayla did reverse 4, and I noticed that none of my locks on the edges that normally slipped out this time. And I told her that. I said I didn't actually have any locks slip out, and so I asked her if she was okay with doing reverse 4, and she was just like, okay, and so she did that. But I noticed that like my locks are so much tighter now from like the root to like about here where Kayla did her tightening. It's so much tighter in texture than the rest of it. And so I'm going to show you guys some other ones of my locks so that you guys can really get an idea of what my locks are looking like. But when I talked to Kayla about it and I text her, and actually I have a text message from her specifically talking about my lock pattern, because I mentioned to her, do you think that some of my locks were slipping out because of the fact that she didn't do reverse 4? And she said, your hair holding up wasn't about the pattern. It was about the tension on your locks. When you came, your locks were very loose, especially for 4 weeks. I'm only saying this because it wouldn't make a difference if she used the 4 or reverse 4. The pattern is to ensure locking of the curl pattern. The two should be implemented together for the best results. And then she said, as in the two, I mean correct tension and locking method. So pretty much what Kayla is saying is that whether she used reverse 4 or locking pattern 4, she may not have used the correct tension to ensure that my locks were tight enough. So Kayla was saying that she didn't think that it had to do with the pattern. Like that's what I thought. Since when Kayla used reverse 4, none of my edges slipped out, I thought maybe she didn't use the right locking pattern from the beginning. But she said it had more to do with the tension of the tension, I guess, used while locking or while putting in my locks. So anyway, long story short, I'm frustrated because I have to have a separate locking session now to pretty much put back in all of these locks that have spun. So as you can see, you see that my lock only goes up to like right here. So all of that is pretty much out. So yeah, and I'm doing this video and just kind of showing you guys my hair and going through it. I'm just kind of getting frustrated all over again because I don't know what this means for my locks. So pretty much, does this mean that like the integrity of my locks are not good? You know, and then it's just frustrating because I know that I did everything right and everything I was supposed to do, and I have like locks that are halfway in, and it's gonna cost me a lot of money to sit down again and get these locks repaired because it's gonna take hours, and that's gonna be $25 an hour, and this can take. I am trying to debate if I should contact my old loctician and just kind of, you know, let her know like, hey, you know, I'm gonna go to a new loctician, because I really feel bad because like, I don't know, I'm just weird. Like I feel like I developed like a good relationship. I mean, when you spend 30 plus hours with someone in my locking and during the installation, that's bound to happen. And you know, I really liked her, but and you know, I have no ill feelings. I just want the best for my hair and my Sisterlocks. So, you know, I gotta do what's best for me and my Sisterlocks. But and I'm so new to this, obviously, and so I just want, like I said, I just want to do what's best, and so I'm gonna go to Kayla, and you know, hopefully I see a difference with how my locks start looking. I mean, I already noticed a huge difference just from the one retightening she did. Like I noticed how tight my hair felt, and and on top of that, my locks actually lasted longer in between retights. So when my old loctician would do it, it would start looking old, no lie, after like a week and a half or two. And I thought that was normal, and I thought maybe my hair just was growing fast and that was just me. But then when Kayla did it, I noticed that like it lasted all the way up until like, no lie, I kid you not, like the end of week 3, approaching week 4, I started noticing my hair was a little frizzier. Guys, comment down below and tell me whether or not you think I should text her and tell her, hey, you know, I'm probably not gonna come back, and if I should explain why, or if I should just text her and say, hey, I'm probably gonna go to someone else, not explain why, or if I should not text her at all. So just let me know what you think. I'm not sure what I should do, to be honest, once again, because like it's one of those things where you're like saying goodbye. Anyway, all right. So I would like to know, have any of you guys experienced what I am talking about in the beginning of your Sisterlocks journey, as far as, you know, different locticians doing it better or worse? Because I mean, I thought that it was supposed to be the same since they were all have been to the same training and, you know, they're all certified. I didn't think it would be that much of a difference. So just, you know, comment below and just let me know, so that I can even, you know, maybe share this information for others who are considering Sisterlocks. I will continue to try to have more videos and more topics. And if there are any topics you would like me to make a video on, just let me know. So make sure that you subscribe so that you get an email every time I upload a new video.